tranny, he, she, it, she-male, transvestite, man in a dress, sissy, hermaphrodite, tranny, he, she, it, she-male, transvestite, man in a dress, sissy, hermaphrodite, freak, she-male, tranny, transvestite, sissy.
Hey, welcome back to Ambiguity. It's your Monday guy, Tygh. So, what word should we avoid when talking to our trans brothers and sisters? Well, there's a slew of them, and I'll go ahead and repeat them. I think it's rude to call a person a he, she, a tranny, she-male, a freak, transvestite, man in a dress, sissy, a hermaphrodite. I mean, I'm sure there's many more words that I couldn't think of, but I listed, some words there, and I think I should rewind and clarify a couple of the words for you. And one of the words I'd like to clarify is hermaphrodite. A hermaphrodite is basically a clinical term for a person who is intersex. So it doesn't apply to a transgender person unless that transgender person is intersex. So it's generally regarded as a slur to call someone a hermaphrodite outside of the medical community. Another term, transvestite. Now, that almost exclusively refers to a cisgender heterosexual man who wears women's clothing. Transsexual women are not men, and they're not cisgender. So the likelihood of transvestite being used as a slur instead of a technical sense definitely makes it a word to avoid. I mentioned transsexual. Some people use the term transsexual when, which to many of us sounds offensive, but it's really not. Transsexual refers to those of us who are transgender and have medically transitioned in some manner. It's not simply an alternative to transgender, because not everyone who is transgender wants or is able to transition. So it should only be used in reference to people who have had some medical intervention. But for me, the slur that I really, that gets me the most, and just my personal opinion, is tranny. I've found that the word is regularly used by people who are transgender among themselves and out in the general public. In my opinion, a significant portion of these transgender people embrace the word tranny, as long as it's not being used in a derogatory manner. Now, the problem with this is that it sends the wrong message out to the general public. So I think that a lot of you are not going to agree with what I'm about to say, but if it's offensive to us to be called tranny or any of these other words that I mentioned by those outside of our community, then I feel that we need to completely stop using the term. And I feel the same about the black community and the use of the N-word among their peers. I don't think that we should use terms that most people find offensive, even if we're referring to ourselves. So, there's not much more I can say about the topic, but I will say this. Do you guys remember the phrase, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me? Well, regardless of what we learned as kids, words do hurt. So no matter what minority we're referring to, we need to be mindful of the language that we use. So that's all I have to say about transgender slurs. And that's it for this week. I will catch you guys next week, and make sure you guys subscribe and watch the other guys' videos, and we'll see you then. Okay, bye. Welcome back to Ambiguity. This is Tygh, and it's Monday, and today I'm going to be talking to you about LGBT homelessness.